morning. Let me tell you about Levi. When Levi was 14, he ran away from home, stuck his thumb out and hitchhiked to another community. He hitchhiked to El Paso, where he got a day job picking cotton. And after one day of doing that, he realized he didn't want to do that the rest of his life. So he collected his pay, stuck out his thumb again, and this time he wound up in Los Angeles. That was where he checked into a flea bag motel. He had enough money for 2 nights. The desk clerk told him about the YMCA. Well, at the Y, they asked him all kinds of questions. They'd take him in, but the rooms weren't open yet. Levi went to a little diner across the way and spent his last few cents on a cheese sandwich and coffee. When he headed back to the Y, the police were waiting for him. The Y had reported him as a runaway. The police took him into custody and put him in a youth authority facility. If Levi's parents would send plane fare, he could go home. If not, he would remain in the L.A. youth facility until he was 18 years old. Levi was kind of worried that his parents wouldn't want him back, or maybe couldn't raise the money. So for 7 long days he wondered what was going to happen. Late that 7th night, an officer came and without saying a word took him to the airport and flew him to El Paso. Levi was afraid to get off the plane. His folks had driven over 250 miles, and he was afraid of the reception he was going to face. The stewardess finally told him he had to get off, and he started to walk down the metal steps and cross the tarmac. Somehow his folks got out of the terminal, and before he knew it, they were running across the tarmac. His father came bounding up the steps and engulfed him in a great big hug. With his arms wrapped around him, he welcomed his son home. Levi's father forgave and restored Levi to his rightful place by wrapping him in his arms. What a beautiful picture of love this scene portrayed. It reminds me of the old song we used to sing, Coming Home. I remember a few lines of that. It said, I've wandered far away from God. Now I'm coming home. The paths of sin too long I've trod. Lord, I'm coming home. And I know from experience there is no place quite like home. I'm Larry Hatfield. Good day.